song called Taurus by the now defunct LA group Spirit. They say that was not in fact the case. The legal battle launched by the band's late singer-songwriter Randy Wolf. Jesse Morris, a local music and copyright attorney, says Led Zeppelin could have won this case a few ways.
One is it could have been public domain and just common musical devices that are available for anybody to use that are not copyrightable.
He says it also could have boiled down to Jimmy Page and Robert Plant not having access to the Spirit song, without which he says they couldn't have shown that they actually copied it. Reporting live, Margaret Carrero, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Crews are in a Ventura neighborhood today pumping thousands of gallons of crude oil that went down a small canyon. This happened due to a pipeline rupture. Live now to KNX 1070 Speak Demetrio in Ventura.
Neighbors heard and smelled the crude oil from the Crimson Pipeline Company early this morning when they went out of their backyards and looked into that small canyon, or a barranca as it's called. They smelled rushing oil headed toward the shore. Ventura County Fire Captain Scott Chiardi said 30,000 gallons of oil spread out the length of the canyon.
Probably, depending on some areas, 3 feet wide and other areas a foot wide.
And about a foot deep.
About a foot deep, yes.
An environmental cleanup crew has been pumping out the oil, which pooled in a dam at the bottom of the canyon, about 200 yards away from where it was first seen. They're also going to have to come on in here with excavating equipment and remove the contaminated soil, perhaps down to a depth of a foot or more, to get all of it out of here. An actual investigation into why the pipeline from Crimson Petroleum, or Crimson Pipeline Company, broke is still underway. Reporting live in Ventura, I'm Pete Demetrio, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Some evacuations from the San Gabriel Complex fire are lifted, while others have been extended. We'll run that down for you in less than 2 minutes. It's 11:05.
Right now, your traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. We check in again with Tom Tran.
Still seeing slowdowns on the Ventura Freeway. Eastbound side of the 101 had a crash over near Laurel Canyon. That's got traffic slow out of the West Valley. Busy from DeSoto all the way over towards the 134. Plus, we're dealing with the power outage up in the North Hollywood, Valley Vista area that's got signals knocked out, especially near the ramps to and from the Ventura Freeway, like at Coldwater and Laurel Canyon, which is backing up backing up Coldwater and Laurel Canyon, any of the roads trying to get to the freeway. Let's check in with Scott. Sky 2, he's taking a look at 5 and 605.
South 5 at the 605, still have a crash here that's in the left lane. That sounding is slowing through the city of Commerce. Really, at this point, expect on and off swing leaving East LA. Telegraph will work for you there as an alternative. And a sweeper train going north 5 to north 605. Looks like they've exited the freeway at this point, but still heavy north 5 back toward Artesian Boulevard.
San Bernardino Freeway going westbound. Got a crash just before Citrus. Multiple vehicles involved in this one. It's got traffic jammed up from Villa Verde. Once you get to Azusa Avenue, that 10 clears up and looks great into East LA. Your next report at 11:15 with Southern California's most frequent traffic reports. I'm Tom Tran, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Southern California weather forecast: sunshine, warm today, mid-70s. Your highs, the beaches, lower to mid-80s. Inland, mid-90s in the valleys. Tonight, clear skies for the most part. Low clouds and fog overnight. 50s and 60s for your lows. Tomorrow, more sunshine on the way. Temperatures much the same as today. 60 on the beaches, 90s in the valleys. Right now, 73 in Studio City, 74 along the coast in Huntington Beach. Currently, 75 degrees in downtown Los Angeles.
It's 11:06. Breaking news now. Man convicted in the February 2000 shooting death of an 18-year-old woman in a Palmdale park and ride lot was ordered today to be released from custody in light of new evidence that prosecutors say casts doubt upon his conviction. Raymond Jennings was ordered released on his own recognizance, but with electronic monitoring, it's not immediately clear when he would be freed. The judge scheduled an August 24th status conference on the case. KNX 1070's John Baird is at the courthouse, and we will be hearing from him shortly.
Some people who've been driven from their homes by the San Gabriel Complex fire are being allowed back in briefly so they can grab things for continued evacuation. Residents of the Mountain Cove area of Azusa will be escorted in for a half hour each. They've been told to take enough personal items to last for 3 days. Firefighters have also been told to stay away from an area where a baby bald eagle is developing in a nest. It is not currently threatened by flames.
The fight against a fire in southern San Diego County that's destroyed at least 5 homes and 11 other buildings and forced major evacuations is now in its 5th day. The so-called border fire near Potrero has grown to more than 6,800 acres and is only about 20% contained. But even though it's still threatening about 200 structures, the people who had to leave their homes are now being allowed to return.
7:08 now on KNX News. A new push for clues to the fate of an Antelope Valley woman who vanished 13 months ago. Sheriff's detectives have been asked a $10,000 reward for information leading them to Monique Pickwater. 27 years old, she was last seen leaving the father's home in the Little Rock. It was in May of last year. Her empty car was found 11 days later. You can see a photo of her by going to our website, cbsla.com.
Expected blackouts ahead. Some Cal State